Hello everyone, my name is Professor Jaya Suryanshi, and through this online video lecture series I will explain some data science and big data contents. So in this video lectures the contents I will cover, that is the introductions to the data science and the big data, then what are the different sources of the big data, then what way the data will be categorized, what are the 5 V's of the big data, and few examples related with the big data. So first we will discuss what is the data science and the big data. So the data science is a process in which it is examined that from where the informations can be taken and what is the signifies and how it can be converted into the useful resources in creations of the business and IT strategy. So mining huge quantity of structured and unstructured data to recognize the pattern can help out an organization to reduce the cost, raise efficiencies, identifies new market opportunities, and enhance the organization's competitive benefits. The data science field manipulate the mathematics, scientists, computer science, regulations, and include the methods like machine learning, cluster analysis, data mining, and the visualizations. So in short, what is the data science? Data science is a field of big data which search for opportunity for providing the meaningful information from huge amount of complex data. Data science is a system used for the retrieving the informations in a different forms, either in a structured or unstructured. So this is the basic definitions of your data science. The next one is what is the big data. So nowadays the amount of data created by the various advanced technology like the social networking site, e-commerce, etc. It is very large. It is really difficult to store such a huge data by using the traditional storage facilities. Okay, so unlike in a 2000 sorry until in a 2003 the size of data produced was 5 billion gigabytes. If this data is stored in a form of the disk, it may fill an entire football field. So in 2011 the same amount of data was created in a very 2 days, and in 2013 it was created in every 10 minutes. So this is really the tremendous rate. So it is not possible to store this huge data in the form of the traditional data storage. So that's why the big data means so in short the big data means huge amount of data. It is a collection of large data set that cannot be processed using the traditional computing techniques. So big data is a complex and difficult to store, maintain, or access in the regular file systems. Big data become a complete subject which involves the different techniques, tools, and the frameworks. So in short, again we can say that the big data is described as a volume of the data available in changing level of the complexity, produced at a different velocities and changing the level of ambiguity that cannot be processed using the conventional technology. So processing method, algorithms, or any commercials of the shelf solution. Data that can be defined as a big data comes from the variety of the fields such as the machine generated data from the sensors network, nuclear plants, airplanes, engines, and consumer driven data from the social media. The producer of the big data that resides within the organizations include the legal, sales, marketing, procurement, finance, and the human resource department. So now we will discuss what are the different data sources of the big data. So there are the various sources of the big data. Nowadays in a number of fields such as a huge data get created. So we will list few sources of the big data, that is a stock exchange, then social media data, video sharing portals, search engine data, transparent data, banking data. So one by one we will explain these things. So stock exchange is the data in the share market regarding the informations about price and the status details of the shares of thousands of companies is a very use. Then social media data. The data of the social networking site contains the informations about all the account holders, their posts, chat history, advertisement, etc. On the topmost site like the Facebook and the WhatsApp, there are the literally billions of users. Then video sharing portals like YouTube, Netflix, etc. contains the millions of video, each of which require lot of money to store. Then search engine data. The search engine like the Google and the Yahoo holds lot much of metadata regarding the various sites. Then transport data contains the informations about the model, capacity, distance and the availability of various vehicles. Banking data. The big gigabytes in banking domains like the SBI, ICCI hold large amount of data regarding the use transactions of account holder. Now this data is categorized into the different types. So these are the structured data, semi-structured data and the unstructured data. So structured data means this type of the data is stored in a relations like the tables in relational database management systems. Semi-structured data, this type of the data is neither raw data nor the type of data in the conventional database systems. Lot of data found on the webs can be described as the semi-structured data, and this type of the data does not have any standard format model. This data is stored using the various format like XML and the JSON. The third one is the unstructured data. This data do not have any predefined data models, and the data of video, audio, image, text, web logs, system logs, etc. comes under this category. Now some important issue regarding the data traditional files, or we can say that what are the 5V of the big data. So these are the volume, velocity, variety, variability and the complexity. So what is the volume? Volume means nowadays the volume of the data regarding the different fields is high and potentially increased day by day. Organizations collect the data from the variety of sources including the business transactions, social media and the informations like that. Then next one is the velocity. The configurations of system which signal processor, limited RAM, limited storage capacity cannot manage high volume of the data. Third one is the variety. The form of the data from the different sources is the different. Variability. The flow of the data coming from the source like the social media is inconsistent. Because of the daily emerging news trend, and it can be shows the sudden increase in the size of the data which is difficult to manage. And fifth one is the complexity. As the data is coming from the various sources, it is difficult to link, match and transfer such data across the system. It is necessary to connect and correlated relationship, hierarchies and the multiple data linkage of the data. So all these issues solved by the new advanced big data technology. So these are the characteristics of big data, and these problems will solve by using the big data technologies. So now we will see some examples which is where the big data applications is helpful. That is lot of big data applications are there. We will discuss here the few one, that is the fraud detections. So fraud detections is a big data applications example for the business which has the operation like any type of the claims or transaction processing. Number of times the detections of fraud is the concluded long after the fact. At this point the damage has been already done. All that left is to decrease harm and revise the policies to prevent it in future. The big data platforms can analyze the claims and the transactions of business. They identify large scale patterns across many transactions or detected anomalous behaviors of some user. This will help to avoid the fraud. Next one application is IT log analytics. An enormous quantity of logs and trace data is generated in IT solutions and IT department. Many items such as the data goes unexamined. Organizations simply don't have the manpower or resources to go through all the such the information. So that times the big data has the ability to quickly identify the large scale patterns to help in diagnosis and preventing the problems. It helps the organizations with a large IT department. Third one is the call center analysis. Now we turn to the customer facing big data applications, examples of which all the centers analytics are particularly powerful. So without a big data solutions, much of the insight that a call center can provide will be ignored or exposed later. So by making the sense of time, quality resolutions, metrics and the big data solutions are able to identify the recurring problems or customers and staff behaviors patterns. Big data can also capture and process all the contents itself. Last one is the social media analytics. So the social media analysis, with the help of social media we can observe the real-time insight into the how the market is responding to the product and campaigning. With the help of this insight, it is possible for companies to adjust their pricing, promotions, campaigning placements to get the optional result. So this is all about the introduction, basic information regarding the big data and big data science. Thank you.